Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am sure your morning has probably gone the way 2020 has gone. Unplanned, unpredicted, kind of even a little uncertain in how the outcome of the rest of the afternoon is going to go. And as you go into the Christmas holidays, really what's kind of going on. And of course, what I'm referencing is the COVID relief package that was passed last night. And as you woke up to the information, how is it affecting your chamber? How is it affecting your members? This morning, we have had a number of phone calls from chambers across the country asking us how to use it to position themselves for better visibility in the community, for better longevity of their chamber and the relevancy that they have, and really just how to use it for the best tool that it can be for the chamber. And so really just wanted to come on to this medium to maybe share a couple of thoughts with you all as you might be thinking about how to use and benefit from this COVID relief package. Some chambers that we've talked to have not even thought that it would be relevant for them because it's all in the public policy world. And as we look at chambers as a whole, we know a few things about public policy. Some are fortunate enough to be large chambers that they have a staff of maybe even 2, 3, 4, 5 people just dealing with public policy. And then a one-person chamber like I started off with many years ago would go, I'm public policy and the janitor and everything else in between. So how do I fashion my day to get the best benefit for my members? And so I really want to share 3 quick things with you that I think you can do right now that would pay dividends for your chamber for months to come. The first I would tell you is take care of yourself. We think about the airplane and, outside of 2020, I pretty much lived on airplanes. And so as they're doing the safety features and discussions, they always say, if the air mask drop from the overhead compartments, put your mask on first before you help others. And many times as I was thinking through as a parent, I'd be like, I'm not going to help my child first. But as I've talked to many flight attendants and pilots through my course of travel, I realized that actually to help my children or to help my wife, should she need it, it is better if I have it on first to then help them because I've got to have the oxygen to help them. Same thing with this. We all remember hearing PPP and EIDL loans back in the spring during that first round. And there was so much work to try to get chambers attached to that bill as a 501c6 because 501c3s were. But that didn't happen. But what we're seeing now is that chambers are going to be covered in this particular bill. So first and foremost, take care of yourself before you take care of your members so that you can be stronger and more relevant to help your members in the future. So since you didn't go through that part in the first round, as a business that did, I want to share a couple of, testimonial aspects to you of where you can kind of begin to think through. First and foremost, I would say now use your board more than ever. You've all got bankers on your board. You've all got CPAs. Most of you use a bookkeeping service to provide your audits or your end of the year books. Reach out to them now. Let them know that you are going to be applying for the PPP loan. Now, when it says loan, just to kind of let you know, I know some of you are aware of this, some of you might not be. As long as it's spent on specific things, you don't have to pay it back. The loan part is forgivable. And so part of what that is as you look through it, you're going to see a lot. We've seen it this morning that, you have to declare 25% less in overall gross receipts from one quarter of 2020 versus one quarter of 2029. Now, we're still not for sure if that has to be, the most recent quarter, if it's any quarter of 2020, all of that's coming to fruition. But regardless, because you all did not receive it the first round, it appears that you don't have to follow those guidelines this time around. That's for those that are coming back for a second PPP aspect. That's that requirement. But for those that were at the beginning, you don't necessarily have to do that. So what you can expect, more than likely, of what it's appearing, is that it's 2.5 times your monthly payroll. 2.5 times your monthly payroll. So just think about that as you're going into the first quarter of 2021 to kind of have your payroll covered for a couple of quarters. That would alleviate a lot of trouble in some of your budgets and trying to make 2021 balance for you. But what I would also say is if you spend all of that money on your salaries, that makes it completely forgivable. So it becomes that kind of a PPP grant in that regard. But first and foremost, take care of yourself. Go ahead and reach out to those experts that you surround yourself with daily at the chamber to say, how can we position ourselves? How can we go ahead and have our reports ready to prove what our monthly salary line item is? And then let your bank know, be ready to put our application through. The second thing that I would tell you to do is immediately. That sounds a lot. In the chamber world, we're always kind of dealing with putting out fires. But what I would tell you is if you deal with anything in public policy in the chamber world, you know that it's kind of a reactionary aspect. This happens, so we need to let our stance be known on this side, or we're hearing this is coming down the pipe, and we've got to let people know to influence in those particular aspects. And so public policy is kind of an immediacy in a program for a chamber. And so what I would tell you is the second thing is get some information out to your members today. A lot of chambers that don't have public policy staffers or department, there is a lot of kind of fear of, do I share the right information? How much is too much? I don't have time to read through a 6,000 page document last night, or that was passed last night for today to make sure that I am familiar with this information. And so what I would say is use the resources that are available to you. ACC is putting out some information, the U.S. Chamber. We are fortunate in our YGM family of clients that the Springfield, Missouri chamber is one of our family members, our clients here at YGM, and they have a robust public policy department. This morning, they sent out a detailed email to their membership saying these were the benefits for PPP, for EIDL loans, for the tax credit, other infrastructural items that was in the bill, just to kind of have that FYI to the members. Just providing that information provides relevancy to your chamber. And so what I would tell you is feel free. In chamber world, we always rip off and duplicate, and Springfield has been gracious enough to say that chambers can use their template as an example. So in the comments of this Facebook Live, we're going to put a link to a Dropbox file of that email. It's going to be a PDF, but you're able to lift that information, put it in a constant contact, put it in a MailChimp, get it out to your members so your members see that you're top of mind, that you are really looking at the most relevant, time-sensitive information for them, and let them know that it's there. You know, what better Christmas gift to give your members than to say, help is on the way. From everything that we can kind of see right now, and of course it changes kind of momentarily, but everything that we see right now, you know, applications and kind of getting in line for the money won't happen until next week with the extended holiday towards the end of this week. So for your small businesses in particular to know going into the Christmas holiday that there's going to be some relief on kind of the flip side for them, what a better Christmas present that they can give, and they got that from your chamber. So that would be the second thing that I do, even if it's just grabbing that information that Springfield has graciously given us, and you sending that out with your chamber information on it, your branding. That constant contact's not going to take you 5 minutes. So what a better investment of your time today. The third and final thing that I would recommend that you do is reach out, whether it's the CPA and bank that you're going to use for your PPP loan finally, or whether it's another bank that maybe you bank with one, but you know in the community from the spring PPP time that bank really did a lot more PPP and EIDL loans, and they kind of became the expert. Reach out to the CPA and the banker to prepare. Probably early next week, maybe even towards the end of this week. You're going to have to play with timing and holidays and all of that. But have a local discussion. Let your members know how they can go about getting this information. What I would tell you is a business that kind of went through the process to look at that. There's a lot of uncertainty the first time around. There's a lot of question marks. Is it for sure a grant? Am I going to get money? What do I have to provide? There's all of these questions. And so your members are going to trust a local face. And so if you're able to provide that, you are filling that role of chamber, of being a convener of information. You don't have to know it all, but you know the people that do, and you can bring them together to share that information. And by doing so, whether you give that just to your members or to your businesses at large in your community, you are providing relevancy for your organization, visibility, and viability, all to your organization, that businesses can look at you as the place to get information. Now, of course, what we do with TRCs and sponsorships all year long, you're not going to hear me much say don't sponsor something. But this could very well be just something that you are doing for the community at large. And at the end of the day, it's a stronger ROI for your chamber because they are seeing the visibility of this is a chamber program. But I would also tell you not to leave money on the table. So as you're talking to a bank, maybe have a conversation with them about sponsorships. They are able to get some kind of origination fees from these PPP loans, EIDL loans, those particular aspects. So if they did a lot of this back in the spring, they, kind of were paid for that. I know they'll be gearing up for it again. So they know some money's coming. So you could have a conversation there if they wanted to sponsor this webinar session that you might have. But all in all, it's about getting right information at a time-sensitive set to your membership. And, as we get closer to Christmas Eve, as we typically do in chambers, a lot of chambers close down from Christmas to New Year's. And so kind of these days right beforehand, we're just kind of crossing fingers, hoping that there's not going to be a whole lot of work and we're just going to glide into the holidays. But here we are. We have an opportunity to really give a good Christmas present to our members. And so I hope you take it to the fullest advantage. Take care of yourself. Go ahead and get some information out, and then go ahead and plan something with some local experts that your local members can trust. We here at YGM would be more than happy to talk to you through any of these processes. If we can help you out, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to talk with you. And again, don't forget to look in the comments below to find that example that was graciously provided by the Springfield, Missouri Chamber of Commerce. So until we can talk again, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.